Hey, so today we're looking at Tomart's Action Figure Digest. It's from March, and it's based on the Toy Fair from '99. So I'm guessing it's March of '99. It's issue number 62. On the cover, we can see we have some very awesome '70s stuff, some stuff that's made for the '60s, but it's really clearly in the '90s. So let's get a look on the inside. Hopefully I can get this in frame because this is a much bigger magazine and it's really hard to get it into full frame for everybody to enjoy. Okay, Toy Fair '99. Let's see what's coming out for the year of 1999. Now we have the Beatles, if you're a fan of that. We have some 3 3/4 figures for Wing Commander. I've never seen these in person. I've seen some of this in person. We also have Curse of the Spawn. Oh my gosh, this is a fantastic figure. I had it even though I don't know where it fits in the Spawn universe. It's just a great figure to have all together. It's Medusa. So definitely something you want just to have if you want a bad guy to have. I don't know. I think it's just great to have, period. So we have Action News Briefs. We have a few black and white pages for the ads. Because back then, we didn't really have the internet full swing. We got our information from magazines. Because the internet just wasn't a thing back in the 90s. It really wasn't. I know some people might have had it, but what were they doing? First time I ever heard anybody doing anything online, it was a friend of mine was telling me he got a Barney game. Now, it wasn't like it was a Shoot Barney, before he gets off screen. I was like, where'd you get that? It's like off of something. He had to phone someplace at some, I don't know what they're called anymore. But basically his modem called up another place and got it. Oh, look at that. That's a black version of the manga spawn. One of the manga spawns. It's called Techno Spawn. All right. So, yeah, I had the red version of this. Very interesting. But man, those figures did not last. The plastic broke on those. And it's a shame. This was a beautiful figure. Just mostly a statue, honestly. Yeah, which is what most McFarlane stuff was. It was beautiful as statues. You couldn't do much with it at all. Eek, creepy. Austin Powers. It was a very funny show of the 90s. I'm about to say the 70s. WWF. Okay. Not a fan of WWF, but there's a lot of people out there that like it. Okay, so I had a bunch of these. They are fantastic. They are actually in scale with Barbie because of the fact that you might, they're much bigger. It says 13 inch. No, I measured them. They're 14 inches. Trust me. So if you measure 2 inches for every 1 foot in the 1/12 scale, these are about 7 feet tall people. So, yeah, they were really cool to have. I would have loved to have this one. I'm not a big fan of sports. I just like the figures. Tarzan, isn't that the cartoon or the movie? Oh, yeah, okay. I'm thinking of the other movie, the Hercules. They're about the same time. Okay, so I had this one, and I appreciate the fact that they were trying to make something like Mingo. Wasn't quite hitting it well, but hey, it was better than nothing at the time. Man, Planet of the Apes goes back that far. Wow. That's a pretty good looking figure, but these figures were more like the way they had them posed and everything, you couldn't do much with them, to be honest with you. Oh, that Superman's not bad. Here we got some 12-inch G.I. Joes. I really like the 12-inch G.I. Joes from this era because they didn't have those weird, like, rubber arms and stuff. I hated that era. I had some of those. Oh, yes. Here we go. Here's the good stuff. I love Batman from this time. I wish I had every figure on this page. I think I had this one. I had it, I had it second hand, so I don't remember any of the weapons that came with it because I didn't get those. I had that. Okay, so I say like every figure but this one. I didn't care for it as much. I had it, and I was like, what is it? Oh, yeah, I have this one. Okay, so I think he squirts water, but okay, so that's what he attaches to. I just have the figure. I don't have anything he goes to. It was like $2 at some, resale toy store. Got it a few years ago because I was back then trying to start learning how to repaint figures. You know, I don't know anything about Cyber9, but the figures were really cool looking. I did have a few of them. And I thought the mech looked really interesting. Looked like mech warrior stuff. I don't have any of these, so this must be like second generation. I had that girl and that guy. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh. Dinosaurs. Wham bam. It's a dino jam. It's a dinosaur. In Japan, it's called Dino Zone. It was great. And unfortunately, the plastic on these was not, it was a little bit too stiff and brittle. It was clear plastic. I mean, clear plastic is infamous for breaking down and destroying. The chrome on these also, I've heard negative reports. Mine seem to be okay, but I haven't seen them in a while. I had the dragon. I think he's been, crumbling. I never got the woolly mammoth. Nope. I lied. I did. I had this one. I remember it very clearly. There was always two versions. Like, I didn't have this version of the Dino Saber, whatever. I had the blue dark one. I did have that version of him. Oh, this is a beautiful line. I mean, it's like they took the Dinobots to task. And I just like how they had the metal skeleton and the clear parts. It was really cool looking. Fantastic job. Ultimate Soldiers. Now, this was a G.I. Joe kind of thing. It was like 12 inches and everything. Much better, though. Very high quality. Flat world figures. Phantom would be pretty cool. I've never seen any of these. They look nice, though. Some ads, but this ad looks very interesting. I love Captain Action. I wish. Okay, so that's another thing from the 60s I would really like them to reboot. See, and then 70s had Pulsar. There's stuff from the 60s and 70s that just never get loving, like Mego. And anyway, the 80s is getting all the loving. I mean, that's everybody reboots the 80s. Now, these figures I did have, they were basically statues. I mean, I had this for the longest time. I love his bat lift, though. Even if I got rid of him, I kept his bat lift, that's for sure. But, because I love Star Trek, even though these are huge and McFarlane-ish, even though they're made by Playmates. Okay, so we got some of the 12-inch. That thing, I had it. I never, ever, ever once put batteries in it and used it. Never once. That's kind of sad. I had like a dog, these are like dog tags. I had them on like a chain. Never once played with it. Never tried it. Isn't that sad? So here we get your very early Legos, back when they had yellow skin for all the Lego figures, because that's what Lego had. And they decided, I guess, later to go with the movie color. I actually had this. If I still had that, that'd be worth a lot of money, I guarantee you. I might still have it. I don't know. More black and white ads. Okay. Oh, Electric Woman and Dino Girl. Oh, we got some 70s stuff here. I used to watch this and this, and I don't remember these guys as much. I remember they were like, they didn't talk really. HR, puffin stuff. Where you going with it? Things get tough. Electric Woman and Dino Girl, this is basically just a statue, because you can't do much with that. They need to make a 12-inch Barbie-ish looking thing of Electric Woman and Dino Girl. I loved that show when I was a kid. 70s were all about girl superheroes. Yeah, I have never liked this Mummy. Like, the Mummy movie was great, but these figures, I've never once wanted them. Now, the sarcophagi and things like the playsets, oh, heck yeah, I'd want that. I have, oh no, it's a McFarlane thing. I was about to say, I have something similar to that. Yeah. I really kicked myself. I mean, I didn't buy this because I thought it was stupid back then. But man, I wish I had it now. Man, Voltron, the 3D, that was a horrible show. It made me almost throw up because they were constantly moving around when they were talking to show, hey, look, we're computer generated. It was awful. Now, this is really cool. I had this figure because that bike is really cool. And I do have the helmet still from this, but I have no idea what happened to Hunk. But man, I would actually like to have all the figures. That would be nice. I never did get these because I had the original. I still have the original. It's just that his legs, my original, the spring in them, whatever, it's not working. It just doesn't work. And then we have Quake figures. That was it. What do you think? What was your favorite thing in there? I mean, honestly, there was a lot of good stuff. Really quick, let's look back real quick. Voltron. I would say Electro Woman, but not. Oh, Dinosaur or Dinosaurs. Yeah, that was some of my favorite stuff. What was your favorite? Let me know. Comment below.